Welcome back, everybody, to Ace Academy. We're in the final stretch of the game. I think it's like the last chapter. So it's on the downhill slope. Right, Kaido just got an email from the private detective, or private investigator rather, about the potential murder plot on your parents. It's very unclear. What does it say? He holds the phone out for me to see, and we review the email together. Again, the content does not share much, but stresses that the accident might have been more than just an accident. The other driver had been spotted talking to Dad right before the car crash. Okay. Wait, someone wanted to hurt Dad on purpose? Kaido's voice is grim. That doesn't exactly prove that they were out to hurt him. They were talking. It's hard to know, like, the full picture of what happened.
That seems to be what the PI is implying.
Why do they want to hurt them?
I wish I knew. Wasn't the other driver someone your dad knew?
Well, yeah, they were just talking. Fair chance. Yeah, Ezra Wilson was Dad's colleague. They worked closely on projects together.
Did something happen between them?
Not that I know of, and we can't even ask him since he's still in a coma last I heard. How convenient. Who keeps a person? I don't know. How long has this person been in a coma? Because you can't keep a person realistically in a coma for like more than a year or something like that, isn't the thing? Because your muscles start to atrophy so much. I could be wrong about that. Kaido nods.
Well, the PI is still investigating. I'm sure he'll have more information soon.
Better. None of this is making any sense. Ezra and Dad worked on the same projects together for as long as I can remember, and he always seemed like a nice guy. I can't imagine what that he'd want to hurt Dad. Does this mean Dad knew this was coming too? But how could he? He only left because Nikki called him, and what about Mom? I let out a frustrated sigh. He may not have known that they were going to try to kill him or something, but things don't seem like they were parting amicably. At least that's what it's kind of implying. There might be a route for that. I wish you could just tell me what happened. Wait a minute. Dad's research. There's a strange encryption in my core. Uncle kind of notices a change in my expression.
What is it?
What was it, boy? I wonder if this has anything to do with my core.
Because of the weird thing it did during your first match?
Maybe.
If whoever wanted your dad dead was after your core, then you might be in danger. You probably shouldn't use Eagle again just to be safe.
There's no evidence to support this. Like, I get you're concerned, and that's nice, but there's no evidence to support the idea that they were specifically going for Dad because of the core. And at this point, I feel like somebody would have taken notice. I mean, how long have you been using this core, and how long has it been since that first match? It's been a few months. Someone should have contacted you or tried something at this point. It seems like a weak claim. I wouldn't go that far. All my core did was use extra energy packs. At least that's what my professors said. That's why the referee didn't disqualify me from the match.
Extra energy doesn't sound like something to kill over.
My thoughts exactly. I brought up my core for a different reason. It might be nothing, but our team engineer found a weird encryption from Dad in my core. She didn't think it was anything important, but now I'm not sure.
What does it say?
I don't know. He nods. I try to refocus on the TV show, but I can't stop thinking about the accident on purpose. I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
All right. Try not to stress too much about this. I promise we'll find out what happened.
You don't know that. You might never find out. I smile weakly. Thanks, Uncle Kaido. I say goodnight, I get ready for bed and slip under the blankets. I close my eyes, trying to clear my mind, and end up running through every detail of the accident I remember, hoping to find a clue. Eventually I fall asleep out of pure exhaustion. Hooray! I slap off my alarm, feel unusually energized this morning. Today is our match against Akira, and after the training session yesterday with Coach Ivan, I feel confident in our abilities. I don't. That should be an exciting match. Yeah. After getting ready, I wolf down my breakfast and drive to school. Yuna stops me on my way to the pre-combat room.
Hey!
Hi. Hi, Yuna.
I'm glad I ran into you.
Hey, thanks. I'm glad I ran into me, too. It's kind of running into me if you knew exactly where I would be.
Yes!
She grins and thrusts her tablet in front of me.
Do you mind filling out this survey really quickly?
Survey for
The
what?
session with Coach Ivan. Since yesterday's guest coach was a new initiative for Dashu, they like to gauge how valuable you all thought the session was.
Isn't Ivan like the best of the best, too? I mean, Sounds like it would be really useful.
I've managed to track down everyone else, so yours is the last form I need.
I'll fill it out. I loved him. Okay. I take a minute to fill out the survey. Once I'm finished, I hand the tablet back to Yuna. I loved everything about him except for like the leather jacket and no undershirt thing. That was a little creepy and it seemed really uncomfortable.
Thanks.
No problem. I'm kind of embarrassed that Dasho would go the extra mile to get someone like Coach Ivan to consult for a non-professional team. Yuna smiles.
That's one of the reasons I like them.
Where they got to agree?
Oh, it was easy. All I had to do was call.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, I found his contact information online and figured it couldn't hurt to reach out. I asked his manager if this was something they'd be interested in, and luckily it was. Then I introduced the idea to Dashu, along with the proposal I put together. After that, it was just a matter of getting their approval and support with logistics.
You put all this together? Yuna blinks surprise and blushes.
It wasn't all me.
But the idea was yours. Actually, you helped out with some of the logistics for Dashu event before the XZ concert too.
Yeah, but it was for stuff involving the team. I wanted to make sure you guys were getting properly introduced and represented.
Yuna, you're amazing. She blushes even deeper.
It was nothing, really.
You got like the best of the best gear pilots to come teach us. That's not nothing.
Anyway, thanks for filling this out.
Sure, I'd better go in now. Kaori's probably about to blow a blood vessel waiting for me. She then gets on her toes and kisses me.
For luck.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Maybe I need another one. She grins and our lips meet again.
Now you absolutely can't lose.
Oh, don't doubt me. We won't. She says goodbye before heading towards the stadium while I head into the pre-combat room. I quickly change my pilot's outfit and join the rest of my team at the holo table. Kaori is busy plotting the arena in our respective gears as everyone else silently watches. It's finally starting to set in that we're being matched against the top pilot and ace. The confidence that I feel earlier wanes, not just the top pilot, but the top team as well. After a couple more seconds, Kaori takes a step back from the holograph and looks over her handiwork.
Okay, this is what the war game layouts will be. As you all know, we'll be facing against Reborn, Akira's team. Mayu, can you report on their gear composition and weaponry?
Mayu nods and her fingers dart across the holotable.
Reborn is fully sponsored by Eludian Enterprises, which means they provide Reborn with the same cutting-edge weaponry that they provide their professional teams.
Ooh, boy.
Each gear is kitted out for specific purposes. That means, individually, they may have weaknesses, but as a unit, they cover each other's vulnerabilities.
Hold on. We may have actually lucked out.
How so? Mayu shoots Joe a questioning look.
Well, you know how they're smashing everyone in terms of points? Win or lose, they're still going to be the #1 seeded team.
Okay, how does that help us?
This happened last year as well. When Reborn was guaranteed the first-ranked spot, they subbed in their backup pilots.
Really? I didn't even notice.
It's not a well-known fact because their 4-man gear equipment is always the same, but if you dig into their pilot history, you'll see it. And the stats show that when they started putting in their subs, their overall performance did decline, even if it was just a little.
Could be useful to us.
So, what you're saying is that we'll be fighting against their backups, since they already have a guaranteed first seed?
Everyone but Phoenix.
Phoenix!
Akira's gear. Only he pilots it.
I'm surprised by Sho. He certainly didn't provide the same input in our previous matches as he did in this one. Even when one of our matches was against his own roommate, the match must really mean something to him. Use our favor. We'll press our advantage we can get. Kaori nods.
Agreed.
Kill him.
Okay, so we can definitely use this to our advantage.
I agree. Kill him. Kaori changes up some notes on the holotable.
I have an idea. What if we employ the same tactic we did against Tatsuo's team? Focus down Akira.
Mayu shakes her head.
That won't work. Claw of the Wild's team is Tatsuo. However, every member of Reborn is going to be strong even without Akira.
True, but Akira still surpasses the rest of his team in terms of skill. Instead of focusing Akira, what if we try to pull him out and play a 3v3 against the other members?
Who's going to handle 1v1 with Akira?
I got this shit. Don't you worry. We all look at each other, although none of us want to admit it. It's painfully clear that he would beat any of us in a duel. I can do it. Might not be able to beat him in a straight match, but at least I have my overdrive mode as our pocket ace again. Cowrie nods.
And since we haven't used it since the qualifiers, they definitely won't be expecting that.
I 100% will be expecting that. Why would you not account for that?
That's right. As long as you keep Akira busy, we have a strong chance of beating the rest of the team and then helping you with Akira.
And if you think you can do it, a 3v3 is still a tough fight.
It won't be that easy, but I think this is our best chance at winning.
I agree. We hashed the details of the plan on the holotape.
Remember not to immediately activate your overdrive mode when you start.
Got it. Of course, I nod. I'll be on a timer once it activates, 3 minutes, so I should use it wisely.
Exactly. Let's recap then. We'll create distance between the three of us and Eagle, with suppressive fire. We'll make it impossible for them to even attempt to gang up. If they stick together, we can keep our distance and trap them in crossfire. When they start to create distance with one another, Eagle will hard engage Phoenix, and we'll do the same with our respective opponents. Positioning will play a big part. We'll have to capitalize on the fact that Akira doesn't have as much team cohesion practice with the subs as he would with the regular starters.
And this is still based on the idea that they're using subs. Cowrie looks at me.
You'll keep Akira engaged as long as you can, and we'll use the overdrive mode if it starts to look bad.
I don't need that crutch. A nod.
That leaves the rest of us with 3-on-3. It'll be a tough match, but we should be able to beat Reborn's substitute pilots without Akira there.
What if Broseph goes down?
Thought you had my back, bro. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I don't think he meant it like that.
He doesn't love me. All right. I got it. Show nods.
I just meant that it would be best to make sure we have all our bases covered.
Depending on the battle condition, it might be worth going for the safer points if things aren't in our favor.
You mean take out the weakened gears instead of going for a win?
Cowrie crosses her arms but nods. I blink in surprise. Judging by the sour look on her face, I can tell the strategy isn't ideal for her, but the Cowrie from before would never have been considered. Never even considered it. She then looks at Mayu.
I agree. That would be the best course of action.
We win and gang up on Akira afterwards, otherwise we go for the safe points instead of trying for the win. Broseph fights Akira, we fight the other three.
What the hell was this? This is all out of order.
Correct.
Correct. Nice. Show nods. Alright, got it. My nerves are still jumpy, but I feel positive about our plan.
We can do this!
Go team! Right there's Mayu. She blinks and pokes her 2 fingers together.
I mean, if we try.
Go team. The team laughs. Ever since she got together with Sho, she's been a lot more confident. I'm really happy for her. Glad that worked out. It was a lot of work. The alarm rings, signaling us to get to our station.
Let's go!
Should we put our hands in the middle? Have a team chant? After one deep breath, I follow Cowrie out of the room. Most matches during the reading week are pretty quiet in terms of audience, but today the auditorium is filled with as many people, if not more, than a typical match.
2 undefeated teams, but only one will continue their winning streak.
Yeah. I mean, what?
Entering first is Ace 204911.
Boy, couldn't think of a better name at all. Not at any point, could we? The crowd thunders to life. I stare out into the sea of people as they jump and wave from their seats. The difference from the polite audience we received when we started is surreal. The energy fuels me and I can't hold back my grin. If this is a taste of what it's like to compete in the big leagues, then count me in.
Versus the team who requires no introduction, Reborn!
Hey, why are their mechs female? I just noticed that they got big personalities. Ours don't have that. I don't know why they need like gendered mechs. The stadium rumbles from all the cheering, yeah. I mean, even like the waist is slimmer. What the hell? The underdog versus the university's pride. I put aside my studying to watch a match like that too. I don't know which one's Akira. Reborn into the stadium, their gears sparkle underneath the lights, a sleek and pristine image of the modernity of Eludia.
Are you all ready for this legendary showdown?
Good team. The crowd goes wild.
And let's not delay this anymore.
Fight on.
And begin!
Let's go! Stick to the plan and be vocal.
Go team.
Roger.
Got it.
Okay.
Whoosh. I jet away from the rest of my team as they circle Akira's team. As if looking in a mirror, Akira's team follows suit. They boost towards the rest of my team as Akira stays put. Oh man, your mech is cool. His gear shifts into fighting stance. He brandishes his scythe and activates the energy blade. He was waiting for me. Did he anticipate our plans, or did he just want to fight me one-on-one? Either way, it doesn't matter. All that matters now is that I'm here and Akira's here. My teammates' voices fade to the background as they coordinate their attacks against the rest of Reborn. All my focus is on Phoenix. Size him up first. Still keeping some distance between us, I stop my thrusters. I read my weapons and stare down Phoenix. The crowd ignites at the sight of our impending showdown. Alright, Akira. Let's see what makes you so popular. I max Eagle thrusters and dash forward. Phoenix braces for the attack. Miss. Why did I click miss? What's wrong with me? I then swing my blade. Phoenix boots to the side, dodging the attack, and swings his scythe against the side of Eagle. Hang on, let's I've already screwed it up. Yeah, it's gonna be a glorious duel. Strike! I deliver a powerful blow with its scythe raised. Phoenix parries, but still gets knocked back from the sheer force of my attack. Phoenix dashes towards me, winding up the scythe for a carving. Dodge. My reflexes kick into motion and I send energy to my side thrusters. With a rumble of my engines, I dodge the sign and send a powerful strike towards Phoenix. Its shield shimmers to protect the gear, but it looks like he took a decent hit to his energy reserve. I fall into defense and circle Akira, who circles me. We're both waiting for the others to make a move. Akira is the first to break the circle. As soon as he activates his thrusters, so do I. We boost towards each other at incredible speed, our weapons leading the way. Our energy blades collide in a loud ringing, which rains the air. I grip my teeth and push with all my might as our blades stay locked in a battle of wills. God damn it. A surge of energy from Phoenix rams Eagle. In one sweeping motion, he spins in the scythe long blade smashes against my front shield. That sucked. Energy power reaches sub 5% from the attack and a critical warning flashed across my screen. I refuse to lose so easily. Looks like it's now or never. Yeah, before we do that, it's probably scripted anyways, but I just want to double check. I think all those options were like, you fail. Kind of options, you know. I want to double check. I think all of them were like, you fail and get hit kind of options. Like, I couldn't fight back. I want to double check that. I guess parry would work. Because one of them said get overpowered, and I was wondering if it's talking about me overpowering him or I'm getting overpowered. But it's probably talking about me getting overpowered. Anyways, sweat beads on my forehead while I continue to control Eagle. Channeling all my strength, a yell escapes my lips as I force his side up and spin out of the way to land a swing in his back. The hit registers and Akira's shield shimmers dangerously. Yes! If I keep this up, I think I can win. I can't tell if I can hear the roar of the crowd, if that's the blood thundering in my ears in time with the pounding of my heart. Before I have a chance to catch my breath, Phoenix boosts towards me, his scythe points at me ready for an attack. I steady my blade for a parry, then its thrusters change at the last moment and the scythe switches angles. Yeah, this is inevitable anyways. I managed to block some of the force with my blade, but it's an awkward angle. Phoenix swipes wide again. Too fast, can't block, unparryable. Yeah, so this is literally, there's no reason to have this choice. Too fast. Scythe smashing the Eagle's side. Phoenix is about to swing again. Akira is attacking far more aggressively now than when we began. Was he just taking it easy to gauge my ability? Well, could have been pushed into a corner. Well, I won't be underestimated. If he thinks he's about to swing for the win, he'll be sorely disappointed. I flip on the overdrive mode and pray it works. Familiar shifting of noise and social sounds in my cockpit, and my heart threatens to beat right out of my chest in anticipation. The eruption of energy explodes, speaking on once again looking at my energy reserve, sitting well over 9,000. I let out a small whoop of relief and excitement. I feel just as pumped and rejuvenated as Eagle. I have 3 minutes on the clock, but let's see if Phoenix can even last that long. My fists glow softly from the overwhelming energy. Channeling that energy, I ready myself to attack when something collides with Eagle and forces me to slide back. Phoenix's wing extends and his entire gear is surrounded by a swirl of red energy. What? Can Akira's gear enter overdrive mode too? How is this possible? Phoenix races towards me, snapping out of my thoughts. Phoenix maxes its thrusters and leaps in the air. As it spirals down, I raise my arm and our fists collide. Waves of energy ripple away from us. Still clutching my blade in my other hand, I strike. Phoenix rolls to the side, then dashes back towards me with his scythe raised. Our blades clash in a parry. Since we're both in overdrive mode, it looks like we're back on equal footing. I clench my jaw. This does not go so well for me when we were simply on pilot skill. How should I play this? Go for the win. Go for the win. I'm doing it. I strengthened my resolve. I can do this. I know it. My hand gripped the controls tightly, command equal to charge Akira. I raise my blade above my head for a vertical slash, but Phoenix raises his left hand and stops me by unleashing a barrier of crackling red energy. The shield knocks Eagle back, but I recalibrate quickly and enable my thruster to catch me before I topple over. Phoenix barrels towards me once again. Its energy fist collides with Eagle, shaking me so hard my head whips back. Before I have a chance to regain my bearings, Phoenix's scythe swipes me and knocks Eagle back again, and my shield shimmers from the blow. Without a moment's rest, Phoenix returns to swing with a wide blow, extending the handle so the blade can cut further. Another explosion of energy knocks me back as the blade and my shield connect. I skid to a stop, only to block another strike. Phoenix's attacks are non-stop. With both of us in overdrive mode, this doesn't feel any different than how the match was going originally. Despite my efforts to change the tide of the battle, I'm forced to play defensively, and Akira is able to depower Eagle and himself. Wait, Phoenix is depowered? Did I do something? No, I only blocked with that last attack, and it was still strong enough to depower me. Maybe Akira channeled all his energy into that attack. Checking the timer, I see only 45 seconds have passed. Or maybe he just ran out of juice. Assuming I don't get manually depowered, overdrive mode on Eagle lasts 3 minutes, but Phoenix can only sustain 45 seconds. Very curious.
I'm down.
Sho's voice pulls me out of my thoughts. I refocus my attention on the match. Sho and Mayu were taken out, but they did depower one gear. Aura struggles to hold off 2 gears at once.
Situation is looking dire.
I guess that means we need to go to points then.
Agreed.
Darn. Looks like Reborn subs are no pushovers. Even without Akira's support, they also anticipated our strategy and counterplayed us. I suppose the reason they're always number one. Aura charges the 2 remaining gears. They send a volley of shots, which Aura is mostly able to avoid, but the hits she does take seem to cause decent damage. As Aura approaches the first gear, her shield disappears, and she readies her blade. She must have drained it completely and is channeling that energy into her strike. She's ready to go down swinging. Aura depowers as soon as her blade connects, but so does one of the enemy gears. In the end, the last gear left standing is one of Reborn.
That was close.
Can we change the outcome? Load. Let's see. Glorious. 2 slashes time. What happens? Powerful blow, parries, blah blah blah, and nothing different. Dodge. Actually, I think I can do this quicker. Parry. Unparryable. Doesn't matter. And delay. Stick to the plan. When in doubt, follow the plan. I need to keep Akira out of play for as long as I can. I alter my energy output to play defensively and raise my blade in case I need a block or parry. I cautiously watch Phoenix, who activates again and rushes towards me. With my defensive protocol enabled, I easily parry his blow, return to my defensive stance. Phoenix charges forward, again swinging his scythe to the right, which I managed to block. Without a second's hesitation, Phoenix spins and lands an energy fist into Eagle's front arc. My shield shimmers and absorbs a blow which otherwise would have taken out a gear in one strike. I keep a watchful eye on my stats. I won't be able to lay him for too long before he'll wear me down. That's okay. Still, stay focused. I block blow after blow. Those which make it through my defenses are absorbed by my shield. Even with no energy output on offensive or thrusters, Akira's skillful attacks are rapidly connecting and depleting my overdrive reserve. It looks like I won't be able to sustain any more attacks after this. Phoenix charges towards me one last time as I brace for the final blow. Phoenix hovers on top of me mid-swing, but the red glow is speared. And in fact, all its energy is gone. Did it just get depowered? It's very reminiscent of Eagle suddenly depowers after overdrive mode. This is way too similar to be a coincidence. Although Phoenix can move, Eagle still can. I glance at the timer. Only 45 seconds have passed. A wan smile grazes my lips. Looks like Eagle's core is still one of a kind.
Akira's depowered?
What? Are you serious?
Right, there's still a match going on. No time for dilly-dallying. My overdrive mode is still good for about 2 minutes. I speed towards my teammates and assess the damage. Sho and Mayu were depowered, but they took out one of the opposing gears and dealt decent damage to the others. Aura is struggling to hold off 2 gears at once. Her armor riddled with dents and dings. She's definitely seen better days. I'm here! With Eagle and Aura back to back, we both ready ourselves.
We can still do this!
Go team! Thanks for the option. Jeez, I wonder what I'm gonna pick. That's one thing this game does. Sometimes that kind of annoys me. There's not really like a choice. It pretends that there's a choice. Or sometimes it gives you these useless choices. Whatever. Of course, let's go! I spawn an energy shield in front of us to block the incoming shots as Cow recharges him. Safe behind to protect the wall. My two are both in melee range to engage the remaining gears. My shield wavers as Cow duels from the Reborn, but it hardly matters. Her blades are a blur as they slice through the air and soon has the opposing gear on the defensive. My opponent can barely withstand Eagle's overdrive attack. Although he managed to get a few strikes in, I ultimately depower him. My overdrive mode expires shortly after, so I turn my attention to Cavalry's battle. Even though both her and Reborn's gear are damaged, Aura is much worse condition than the battle before. You can do it. No one left, you got this.
That's right!
Go, County!
Aura readjusts and readies her weapon, as does the other gear. They charge at each other in a clashing of blades. They seem evenly matched in their struggle. Until Aura uses a sunburst of energy to overwhelm the opponent and knocks his blade away, then she strikes. The blow depowers enemy gear, but depowers Cavalry as well. She used all her remaining energy to deal the final blow. The ring is eerily quiet. Even the announcer is silent.
Hold on, folks. We'll have to check the replay on that.
Oh, god dang it. The air is thick in my cockpit. I am acutely aware of how my breath comes in ragged pants. Please let us be victorious. Damage projects on the stadium billboard or in the Reborn gear's blades are locked. I hold my breath as the video unfolds. Aura forces the enemy blade away and strikes. The gear depowers. Only 1 second later, Aura depowers, which means...
Ace 204911 continues their undefeated streak!
Heyo! The ground shakes beneath my feet as the stadium rumbles with cheers and applause. We won?
We did it, Broseph!
Kyrie let out a loud cheer as Mayu laughs. I stare out into the crowd, hardly able to register what's going on. The people, the noises, the acrid smell of burnt metal. It's sensory overload. But we did it. We actually did it. With the match finished, gear controls are
I
restored.
think we can all agree that this was the best preseason match, bar none. Am I right?
The stadium thunders approval.
We'll have the replays available later today. For now, I'll have to ask our contenders to leave the arena so the next match can begin.
Okay. Before shuffling out of the arena, Phoenix gives us a saluted wave. Speaking of Phoenix, how is it also equipped with the overdrive mode? An uneasiness settles in the pit of my stomach as we return our gears back to the hangar and make our way to the pre-combat room. Gonna have to have an awkward conversation with Akira about that. I quickly change back in my uniform as questions keep swirling around in my mind. When I enter the pre-combat room, I'm alone. My teammates must still be changing. I try and collect my thoughts, but they're just as scattered as before. I barely register my teammates' arrival. Sho suddenly throws an arm around me and pulls me close, nearly choking me.
You were awesome out there!
Thanks. I want to share in Sho's jubilation, but I can't stop thinking about how another gear, other than Eagle, was able to go into overdrive. If only for a short while.
Can't believe we beat Akira and his team!
Crazy. Mayu's cheers are flushed with cheeks are flushed with excitement, and she wears a small smile.
We got lucky we won this time. It was a really close call.
Oh, come on, Kaori. We won against Akira! No matter how close a call it was, we still beat the #1 team at Ace!
That may be true, but they're still the #1 seeded team.
Also true.
With this victory, we should at least solidify a position in the top 3.
I suppose that's true too.
Such a smile escaped, but clearly there's still something on her mind.
But isn't anyone else concerned by Akira's overdrive ability?
Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out. As far as I know, only Dad understood the kind of technology, so how the hell did Akira get a hold of it?
If he knew about this, then he's got a lot of questions to answer.
He never used it in any previous battles, so this must be a recent addition.
Possible. I need to talk to him. Show nods. I'm glad my teammates understand. With all these questions floating around in my mind, I can't enjoy our win.
Alright, you go take care of business first. But don't forget, today you are still a winner!
Damn right. Celebrate together. As soon as I get all this figured out, we're gonna celebrate properly.
We'll be waiting for ya!
I'm gonna see if I can still catch up with Akira. The team nods and I head towards the hangar. Luckily, Akira is still there. Akira! He turns to the sound of his name and flashes me a smile.
Hey, I believe congratulations are in order.
Thanks. The smile is genuine, but something about him is different.
It's been a long time since I've had a match that close. What a rush. That type of feeling is intoxicating, isn't it? It's the reason I want to be a professional wargamer.
Even though he lost, there's no bitterness in his voice. In fact, he now speaks to me as if we're equals. Yeah, but that's not why I'm here. Smile falters.
What's up?
You went into overdrive mode during the match. How'd you do that?
It kicks in automatically when I'm close to getting depowered.
It's like what mine used to do. My jaw sets. How'd you get that technology? Akira's smile drops completely at my tone.
It was an upgrade from Eludia. Is something wrong?
How did they get the technology?
I don't know. They didn't tell me anything specific, just that this gear was a prototype. I'm not sure what's going on, but I can get you in touch with them if you want.
I'd appreciate that.
Sure.
Graham just threw his phone and texted me a phone number.
Here's the number to our account manager. Maybe he'll be able to tell you.
Thanks. I feel a little bad charging over and acting kind of cold towards Akira. Of course, he wouldn't know what was going on. Eludian takes care of large installments like a new core. All Akira would know is how to use it. I didn't get a chance to say this before, but that was a great match back there. Towards the end, I wasn't sure who was going to come out victorious. Akira's smile returned.
Same here. Congrats again on your win.
Congrats on the fight. That was really good. That honestly could have gone either way. Thanks. Akira glances past me.
I should get back to my team.
I nod and Akira leaves. As soon as he's out of sight, I dialed the Eludian contact number he gave me. They're not going to answer.
Hello?
Oh. Hi, I'm Tbishy, one of the pilots for Ace 204911.
Yes, I'm familiar with you and your team. How can I help you?
I need some questions related to Akira's overdrive.
Unfortunately, I can't help you. I'm only involved in the team side of things. You'll have to talk to someone in the tech and engineering department.
Great, connect me. I see. Is there a person I can get in touch with?
Your best bet would be to try calling Eludian's main number and setting up an appointment.
Alright, thanks.
Good luck.
As we hang up the call, I quickly located Eludian's number. I try to keep my irritation in check as I wait for someone to answer. Finally, I reach the receptionist, who helpfully inquires if I have any appointment and if I'd like to make an appointment. Realizing I was going to get nowhere, I make an appointment to visit the office tomorrow. I'm exhausted. I made no progress at getting anywhere, getting answers. I text my team what happened and find them waiting on the quad. Valerie and Yuna are there too. Whole
Show
team's here.
got us up to speed.
With how long it took me to activate your overdrive mode, Eludian has got to be working with a prototype or have access to your core's blueprints.
Those are my thoughts exactly, but how would they have gotten those schematics?
I didn't give it to them. Promise.
I'll give her a weak grin. Not what I was implying, but still good to know.
Still, that sucks, Broseph.
Mayu nods.
I'm a little surprised the account manager doesn't know that information.
Yuna looks thoughtful.
I think for larger companies like Illudian, it makes sense. The account managers are the liaison between the sponsor and the sponsee, so that's their main focus. They make sure the team gets what was supposed to go to them, so they don't need to know how that item was acquired or developed in the first place.
That's fair.
The only time you see a lot of interdepartmental duties is when you're with smaller companies.
Does Dashu have a similar model as Illudian?
Oh, yes, definitely. Especially since they sponsor more than one industry.
Again, makes sense. Well, I have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow. Hopefully, that'll be more successful.
Good. It's easier to demand answers in person.
If not, we'll just kill everyone in the way till I find the person with answers, right? Video games teach me.
Demand? Pretty sure that's how you get kicked out of a place.
I'll demand real nicely.
He's got to be aggressive if he wants to get any answers. Otherwise, they'll keep passing him off from one person to the next.
I agree. Something weird is going on, and I intend to find out what. My voice holds more confidence than I feel. I can't quiet the sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach. Nod speaks gently.
For now, you should try not to stress about it.
Shall try.
Yeah, there's not much you can do.
You're right, I know. I think I'm going to head home then. I don't feel much like celebrating. The team murmurs their assent and the mood is completely ruined. Which is too bad because this was the win we've been waiting for. Once I get to the bottom of this, I promise we'll celebrate properly. We say our goodbyes and I head to the parking lot. Then I hop on my bike and head home. Uncle Kaido and Nikki are both sitting on the couch watching TV when I arrive. Hi, Uncle Kaido. Hi, Nikki. Kaido grins at me.
Welcome back. How was your match?
It was the big match. You didn't come watch me? Come on, man. I thought you loved me. Actually,
Finally, you're home. I thought you were going to miss it.
Miss what?
The Moskers, of course. Did you forget?
The what? In all the excitement of today, I completely forgot about the Moskers. My expression must have given away my thoughts because Nikki shakes her head. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Whoops.
Seriously, how could you forget when your favorite actor, Leonardo DiCaprio, was nominated?
Shut up.
To be fair, he's been nominated 5 times before.
That's not the point, Uncle.
You should be a better actor. And you wouldn't have to worry about getting nominated. You just win. I snuggle between them on the couch just as the opening number starts. I only partially pay attention to most of the nominations. Every so often I peek at Uncle Kaido and Nikki. Kaido looks about as engaged as I am while Nikki's practically on the edge of her seat. Every so often she'd shout out who she hopes to win. Finally, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. The nominations for Best Actor. Leonardo DiCaprio not as nominated for this role in The Apparition. Against a handful of people no one cares about. Uncle Kaido and I look over at each other in solidarity. Nikki leans so far forward in her seat, I'm afraid she's going to fall off.
And the Mosker goes to...
I hold my breath as the announcer rips open the envelope in the slowest way possible.
Leonardo DiCaprio!
Hey, good job. Nikki jumps up and screams while Kaido throws a fist in the air and shouts excitedly. I'll jump up with Nikki. I leave off the couch and jump up and down with Nikki. She throws her arms around me in a hug. You finally did it!
I know!
I'm feeling a little left out here.
Shut up, you. Nikki and I glance at each other and laugh, and we each give Kaido a high five. Honestly, Nikki, I'm surprised you're so excited by this. I didn't realize you liked him.
This is a momentous event! What's not to like?
Before I can answer, she shushes me.
Oh, he's about to give his speech.
We watch as Leonardo gracefully accepts his Mosker and runs through his list of things. And finally, I'd like to mention how thankful I am that we took care of global warming back in 2016. Ha! Didn't happen, did it? So everyone can still enjoy the wonders of snow. You know, fuck the snow, really. The audience roars with applause as CEO walks off the
What a
stage.
classy guy.
Yeah.
Nikki gets back on her feet. I also like, he's basically like, we just took care of it. Just like, poof, it's gone. Doesn't work that way, buddy.
Anybody want a snack?
Kaido perks up.
I wouldn't say no to that.
Same here.
Be right back.
She runs off into the kitchen and returns with a plate of strawberries.
Ooh, strawberries.
I don't like strawberries. Uncle Kaido's face lights up as he grabs the closest one to him. Without hesitation, he takes a huge bite. Then catches himself as chocolate dribbles down his chin. Is it chocolate?
Yeah.
I pick up a strawberry and pop it in my mouth. Cream filled.
I also have some filled with gelatin and cookie butter.
This is amazing.
She beams.
Do you really think so?
Yes.
I need another strawberry response.
Where did you find this idea?
I don't know, I was just thinking about how I wanted chocolate-covered strawberries, but I hate when the chocolate comes off unevenly or the shell breaks off when you bite into it. I figured this was a better yet still delicious alternative.
How did you do this? Because strawberry is a pretty whole fruit, isn't it? I confirm it is. Uncle Kaido eats another strawberry.
Do you think you can make this at the cafe?
Think his eyes glitter.
Seriously? You think it's that good?
Definitely. It's a simple twist on a familiar treat. I have no doubts it'll be well received.
I'd be honored.
Great! What do you want to call them?
Fruit suckles? Oh my god, don't call them that. That's a terrible name. Strawberry Dream, Cup Berries. They're not in a cup though. These names all suck. They're all terrible names. Strawberry Dream, I guess, is the best. What about Strawberry Dream?
That's not terrible.
And the other two were awful. Kinda looks awful.
It's vague enough that it can encompass all the different filling options. We'll think about it.
Right.
Yeah. Don't worry, there was not a good option there. Those were all awful. Well, since somebody here seems to appreciate my genius, I'm going to bed.
It is getting late.
Uncle Kaido stifles a yawn.
Yeah, I think I'm going to turn in too.
He starts to get up and pops the last strawberry to his mouth.
I thought you were going to bed.
I couldn't leave the poor thing to live on that plate all alone. Better that he's with his friends.
Yup, definitely time for me to go to bed. Nikki giggles. After I help her clean up the kitchen a bit, I head upstairs and dream of dessert. Hooray. Soft light beams on my face, mixed with pitter-patter of soft footsteps. I'm gently awoken from slumber. Yawning widely, I blink up on my eyes to see Yuna placing her bag beside my desk. She tucks a strand of her long hair behind her ear before glancing over at me. When she sees that I'm awake, her face lights up in a wide smile.
Rise and shine.
Why are you here? Yuna?
Mm-hmm.
She walks over to me and sits on the edge of my bed. What are you doing here?
I'm here to study. Don't you remember?
Not in the slightest. Yuna leans over me.
Time to get up, sleepyhead. Up, up.
Good lord. Good lord. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? At this angle, my direct line of sight stares right at Yuna's top. I get used to waking up like this every morning. Yuna follows my gaze, quickly straightens back up. For some reason, I'm feeling a lot more energized than I was a second ago.
Does that mean you're ready to get out of bed?
I don't know, I think I might need a little more than that to tempt me. Yuna's eyes sparkle.
Oh, yeah?
She leans in close, her lips are just a breath away from my own. Instinctively, I lean forward to meet her lips, but instead, my lips meet empty air. What? Yuna giggles and stands up. It's not fair.
If you want the kiss, then you need to get out of bed.
Deal. I throw back the covers and hop out of bed. Yuna's eyes widen as I scoop her into me. I run my hands through her luxurious hair as my lips finally meet hers. Yuna sighs into the kiss, but all too soon she pulls away. Her cheeks are as bright as her hair, and she looks everywhere but at me.
That was great and all, but
But what?
you should probably get dressed now.
I glance out of myself and realize I'm just wearing my boxers. Oops, now it's my turn to blush. I grab my clothes and head to the washroom to get dressed. Once I'm presentable, I return to my room to see Yuna sitting patiently at my desk. Her books and tablet are open, and she's even opened some of the textbooks for me too. I join her at the desk and she's back to her usual self.
I figured we could start with history, so I got your book for you.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks. I turn to my tablet and Yuna and I begin to compare notes. We studied a few times before, so Yuna and I easily worked up a rhythm of quizzing each other. After a couple of hours, Yuna had to leave. After we said our goodbyes, I crawled right back into bed. Studying really takes it out of a guy. I'm exhausted. Before long, I fall asleep. Yawn. That'll be into this part. As always, I appreciate you being here and I appreciate you watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time, beautiful. Bye-bye.